Hi YouTube family. Welcome returns to the channel. Having you here right now makes me very happy. Remember to ring the bell and click the subscribe button if you're new around here to never miss an update. We explore truly important issues in great detail and aim to provide clarity in those challenging circumstances we all encounter in daily life. Particularly if you have ever had to deal with someone displaying narcissistic behavior, today's conversation will be exceptionally fascinating and perceptive. So get seated, settle in, and let's start. These days, we frequently hear the word a narcissist bandied about quite a bit. It's crucial to know that narcissism isn't limited to someone being conceited or self-centered. This more complicated and multifarious personality quality might profoundly affect the folks close by. But now we'll concentrate on a particular facet of narcissism: what happens when a narcissist experiences suffering. Indeed, even narcissists go through sorrow. It may not be immediately clear how this shows up. When we define a narcissist, we usually picture someone who has an exaggerated sense of self-worth and is maybe even arrogant or overly confident. When this facade breaks, though, what follows? When the narcissist feels failure, rejection, or grief, what follows? More importantly, how do people handle these emotions and treat others during these vulnerable times? First of all, it's important to understand that narcissists are essentially quite insecure people. Often a defense mechanism used to preserve a brittle sense of self, their external behavior. The arrogance, the craving for adulation, the lack of empathy, is often whether it's the loss of a job, the termination of a relationship, or even a perceived slight or criticism. A narcissist's carefully created self-image starts to fall apart when they experience suffering. This can cause a spectrum of responses, some of which might be highly damaging. Deflecting the responsibility on others is one of the most often used reactions a narcissist has to hardship. They might go through a process known as a projection, as confessing error or weakness seems so damaging to their self-image. They so assign their own unpleasant traits or emotions to someone else. When a narcissist loses their job, for instance, they may accuse their colleagues of undermining them or say their manager was inept and undervalue their skills. This projection helps the narcissist save his ego from the agony of rejection or failing. Apart from assigning guilt, a narcissist may also gaslight to keep control in their relationships. Gaslighting is a type of manipulation whereby the narcissist makes the other person doubt their own reality or sanity. When a narcissist is found lying or being dishonest, for example, they may fiercely deny it and with such conviction that the other person starts to doubt their own sense of the truth. This strategy maintains the other person in a condition of uncertainty and dependency in addition to helping the narcissist avoid owning their actions. The narcissist may also turn to something known as a narcissistic rage, when they feel cornered or overwhelmed by their misery. Often in reaction to a perceived danger to their self-esteem, this is a quick, strong, and disproportionate outbursts of wrath. Usually directed toward people closest to the narcissist, such family members, friends, or love partners, narcissistic wrath can be terrifying. Essentially stating, how dare you make me feel this way? The narcissist uses their anger to reassert their authority and control in the circumstance. You have to face consequences. Sometimes a narcissist withdraws into a condition of self-pity. Although this might seem to contradict the picture of the haughty, confident narcissist, it is really another kind of control. Presenting themselves as a victim helps the narcissist get pity and attention from others. They may highlight their anguish, overstate their misery, and bemoan how cruelly life has dealt them. This behavior not only helps them to avoid responsibility but also attracts others since individuals often feel obliged to console and assist someone they consider to be in need. Furthermore noteworthy is the narcissistic supply-seeking behavior a narcissist may exhibit when suffering. The attention, respect, and validation a narcissist yearns from others is known as their narcissistic supply. Whether through a breakup, a loss of prestige, or a failure, people may go to tremendous lengths to restore their supply when they feel it is threatened. This can entail looking for fresh sources of appreciation, including beginning a new connection, or even trying to win back the person they earlier cut off. The narcissist's demand for supplies is ravenous. When they are denied, they will frequently go to great lengths to re-establish their sense of importance and superiority. The anguish of the narcissist is sometimes distinct from what others go through. A narcissist's suffering is more about the danger to their self-image than normal individuals might process through introspection, trying to understand their emotions and maybe grow from the experience. Their main goal is to regain their sense of control and dominance, not necessarily with regard to the fundamental reason of their suffering. Hoovering is another strategy narcissists might employ when they are struggling. Named for the brand of the vacuum cleaner, hoovering is the attempt of a narcissist to bring a past victim back into their life. This can follow a period of distance or a rise when the narcissist believes they are losing control over someone who used to provide them. They can offer a sincere message, atone for past mistakes, or promise great transformation. Still, these gestures are usually used as a tactic to control and are hardly sincere. A narcissist may also triangulate when they feel as though they are losing. This entails involving a third party into the matter to generate rivalry, envy, or strife. To try to make their spouse feel uneasy and more in need of their approval, a narcissist could, for instance, discuss how amazing someone else is. Triangulation keeps people off balance and uncertain of their place in the relationship, thereby enabling the narcissist to hold control. The narcissist uses all these behaviors, the projection, gaslighting, narcissistic fury, self-pity, hoovering, and triangulation, to control their pain without facing the fundamental problems. These are techniques that enable people to guard their brittle self-esteem and stay away from any actual reflection or development. Sadly, these strategies sometimes come at the expense of others close to them who could be stuck in a cycle of emotional turbulence, uncertainty, and manipulation. If you deal with a narcissist, particularly in light of their suffering, it's crucial to identify these behaviors for what they are. Knowing the reasons of the narcissist can enable you to guard against their manipulative strategies. Navigating these challenging situations can depend critically on your ability to set clear limits, preserve your sense of reality, and get help from close friends or a therapist. How then should you respond if you find yourself caught in the crossfire of a narcissist's suffering? One must first separate emotionally. Acknowledge that the conduct of the narcissist reflects their own problems, not your value or deeds. Especially if the narcissist is someone close to you, it can be rather difficult. Yet, keeping an emotional distance will assist safeguard your mental and emotional well-being. Furthermore, vital is avoiding playing these games. Drama and confrontation are what narcissists enjoy, hence often the best approach to deal with them is to reject to participate. If at all possible, gently yet firmly express your limits and follow them. Often exactly what they want is not drawn into discussions or attempts to refute their charges. Remember, it's acceptable to leave. Sometimes the best thing you can do is totally withdraw from the circumstances. This could include calling off ties with a deceptive friend, separating yourself from a poisonous family member, or dissolving the relationship. Though it's not always simple, occasionally it's the only way you can maintain your health. And know that healing is possible if you have personally been profoundly impacted by a narcissist. Although it could take time and you might need help from others, you can recover and reconstruct your life in a way that is wholesome and healthy. Alright, that ends our today's conversation. This movie should have been useful for you and provide some understanding of the complicated world of narcissism and how narcissists approach adversity. If you did, make sure to thumbs this video and forward it to someone who could find use for it. And if you haven't yet subscribed, make sure you do since we have a lot more stuff arriving that you wouldn't want to miss. Thank you so much for viewing. Never settle for anything less. You deserve to be treated with respect and decency. Look after yourself. I'll see you in the next video.